If I had ever been here before, I would probably know just what to do. Come on, don't you?
Everybody always has something to say, and like everybody has something to say about the war, and like I'm not for the war, but it's just nobody plays good music like they did back then.
If I had ever been here before, I would love it, kind of run the wheel. I would probably know just how to deal with all of you.
Why don't people listen to this? Because especially Deja Vu, it's all over again.
A country divided again by a seemingly endless war for dubious reasons. A generation concerned about new human threats to life on the planet. Both political parties gearing up for a critical election this fall.
Hey everybody, how are you? I'm Patrick Murphy. I'm the Democrat running for Congress. My wife, Jenny.
This summer's Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young Freedom of Speech Tour is bringing their music full circle by connecting the dots to the American experience then and now.
These guys have always had something to say, you know, Ohio, Woodstock, it's always going to be relevant to what's going on.
For the third straight day, we're taking contact from main Iraqi brigade.
As an embedded reporter for ABC News during those days of shock and awe, and a veteran of the 60s and Vietnam, when I first listened to Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, I wanted to embed in this tour to see how much the music can reflect the hopes and fears of different generations dealing with war and other issues affecting their future.
A lot of healing in their music, for sure. They just hit right to the bone, right to the heart. Love it.
They're calling this tour the Freedom of Speech Tour. And what better place to start it at than in Philadelphia?
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by.
Instead of a traditional reunion tour playing only their greatest hits everyone knows the words to, they're also introducing their audiences, young and old, to their other music, including Neil Young's new Living with War album.
Back in the days of shopping on, we came to liberate them all.
He's publicly saying what we're saying privately, you know. He's fed up with a lot of shit that's going on, you know. And you know, I am too.
Do you have any
But I couldn't write any songs or perform it or get it on TV, but he can.
Sampling public opinion outside the concert venues is a good way to gauge both the depth and diversity of emotions about the issues and the music.
My wife's daughter-in-law just got back from Iraq, and we're kind of dealing with the stress of her facing to go back again.
This is the last time you were at a concert.
Oh, I used to take these boys all the time. Better, last one was in Columbus to see these guys.
I'm a treetop flyer. I'm a treetop flyer.
John Loudon was a treetop flyer with me in Vietnam, flying low-level spotter planes near the DMZ. He and his son, a West Point graduate, run a gift-soaked engraving business north of Philadelphia. They both share the music and growing concerns over Iraq turning into another Vietnam quagmire.
Now we're talking about establishing a government. We heard that several times. We talk about the Vietnamization of the war. Now we have the Iraqization of the war. We talk about can't cut and run, where they were negotiating at the time you and I were there of cutting and running.
When you get down to it, it's all about families.
The new song about the incredible sacrifices made by military families struck so close to home for the Alexander family in Duluth, Georgia, they made their own music video in honor of their father, killed in Vietnam in 1969.
When you try to bring our spirit home, won't you celebrate our lives in a way that's right for our children?
I don't see no congressman's kids over there. I don't see Bush's two crazy daughters over there. But all our kids are there. How come?
I'm Patrick Murphy. I'm the Democrat running for Congress. I'm the Iraq War veteran. I was over in Iraq with the 82nd Airborne Division. Well, I appreciate your support. Thank you.
Looking for a leader to bring our country home. Reunite the red, white, and blue before it turns to stone.
There are now 6 Iraq veterans running for Congress, 2 Republicans, 4 Democrats. And for the Democrats opposing the war, it's a fine line between being patriotic and anti-war.
Serving in Iraq made me a witness to our foreign policy, and I can't be quiet about what I saw over there and the need for change to win this war and to bring our troops home from there.
I'm living with war every day. I'm living with war in my heart every day.
Each stop on the tour is another chance to connect with people and the issues the music addresses.
And when the dawn breaks, I see my fellow man, and on the flat screen we kill and we kill again. And when the night falls, I pray for peace, try to remember peace.
In Toronto, we found Daryl Anderson from Lexington, Kentucky, carrying on the 60s tradition of American war resistors moving to Canada. Daryl had already served 1 tour of duty in Iraq, where he was wounded.
This was completely against everything I've been raised to believe, and there was no way I would kill women and children. This is why I went to Iraq. I thought if I went and died there, I'd protect my mom and sister back home. But in fact, I was just killing someone else's mom and sister. War resistors stay in Canada?
At the Toronto concert, he was manning one of the information tables, which have become so much a part of this freedom of speech tour.
Find the cause of freedom buried in the ground.
I knew them. I knew people that died in Iraq. And it just, it brings them more adamant that more are going to die. And we have to do something to stop this war, because these young kids are dying for nothing.
I'm looking for someone who's willing to listen to what people are asking for, and someone who stands up for the same things that I believe in.
Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young are hoping the music and this summer's Freedom of Speech tour will get more people involved in the upcoming election, much like the music did in '68 and '72.
Like, if it wasn't for Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Bob Dylan, like, the voting age never would have been changed in '71. Like, it just changed everything.
Won't need no purple haze, won't need no sunshine after the garden is gone.
From the debate over global warming to immigration issues, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young are crisscrossing the country again this summer with their music and their message, including a stop where it all started 37 years ago.
We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
I was lucky enough to see them at Woodstock. Although I'm a very political person, I didn't come here tonight for political reasons. I came for the music.
It's ageless, man. These guys are as cool as they ever were. And then they're better and better and better.